It's the cheapest enclosed laser on the market. Price-wise, it competes with the absolute most basic machines out there. Open gantry lasers, add-on lasers for CNCs, but really, it shouldn't be compared to them, because even if it targets the same type of user, it brings something those machines just don't, and it's a big deal. It's made by a completely new brand, LaserVii, but behind it is actually the same people that have been running 2 Trees for years now, and I've been using 2 Trees CNC machines quite a bit, and I really like them. So when I got the chance to test the new laser brand, I was curious right away. In this video, I'm testing their most basic model, the $300 LaserVii M1 with 12 watt laser power. I'll be looking at the features, the real advantages of an enclosed laser, and compare it to machines that cost over twice as much. Let's start with assembly and take a closer look at the features. First thing that strikes me is how light it is, partly because of the compact size, but I suspect also because of the materials used here. This is a very basic machine. Plastic enclosure, single tinted lid panel, no bells and whistles. But at this price, it's what I expected, because what really matters here is performance, and if that's good, you're already a long way there. That said, it does support a few nice things. There's a pre-threaded air assist port, an electric exhaust fan with a hose so you can vent smoke out the window or into a filter system, and apart from mounting the laser head, it's basically assembled out of the box. Oh, I just ripped off one of the LED strips, taking the accessories box out. Not a great start. The adhesive is still sticky though. I press it back on and it seems to hold just fine. The bed has a detailed measurement grid, so you can zero from corners or from the center. You got connections for the laser head and air assist. The gantry runs on a belt system with double belts for stability. Limit switches on both Y and X axis. And in the back, the exhaust fan. You'll also find ports for a camera and a rotary unit. You can add a camera, but there's no proper mounting system. They basically just mark the spot for it, so either it's adhesive or you're drilling holes for it in the top panel. This might actually be the lightest laser I've ever handled. You get test materials, cables, tools, and an external power supply and control box. There's only one button though, the emergency stop. At the back, you get all the input ports. The laser unit itself, rated at 12 watts. Connections on top, simple focus gauge. Nothing fancy, but straightforward and reliable. A few quick steps before we're ready. Mount the exhaust. Hook up the control box. Next, the laser head. It fits snugly. No noticeable play. Pretty good actually, compared to a few other machines I've tried. Connect the cable and the air tube and power it up. And it's dead. Oh, right. You need to unlock it with the key. Is this really necessary? If you got kids or people unfit to operate the machine safely in the shop, sure. Design-wise, it's basic, but compact and practical. Almost so simple, it ends up looking kind of professional. It won't be the centerpiece of your shop, but it won't be an eyesore either. But you're not buying this for the looks. You're buying it for performance at low cost and for what the enclosure brings. So let's test it. I'm setting up for cutting, but I didn't get the honeycomb bed, so I'm adding a sacrificial plate and an improvised riser to protect the bed and improve airflow. You can remove the bed for more height or a rotary, but I'm keeping it in to keep the enclosure sealed. The fan is actually pretty strong. It should handle the smoke just fine. Quick setup in Lightburn. It recognizes the machine immediately. Everything responds as expected. Let's try an engraving. Because of my setup, alignment is a bit tricky. No camera and visibility through the lid isn't great, so I align with framing the design, and that is a bit tricky with only the top panel being see-through. And yeah, I totally missed the alignment. For engraving, that's not a big issue, as you use the grid printed on the bed. But for cutting setups like this, even though I rushed this one, it's something to keep in mind. Still, the engraving looks really good, actually deeper than expected. I'm using settings for a 10-watt laser, so those extra 2 watts clearly make a difference. Now let's do some cutting. 2mm basswood cuts clean at 400, even 500 mm per minute, and even without air assist, very little charring. Now for a simple comparison. This design was made on an $800 machine with a 10-watt laser. Bigger workspace, more features, but similar power. It's my go-to test file. It's got fill, line engraving, and outline cut. If you want to have a closer look at the LaserVii M1, I've left a link in the description. Using it helps support the channel. I've added a discount code there as well, so you can get an even better price. Now, let's see how it compares. It's fast, precise, fill is even, and honestly, I don't expect much difference here. And that's really the takeaway. It performs exactly like other 10-12 watt lasers, both expensive enclosed machines and cheap open gantry ones. But unlike the cheap open ones, this gives you something I think matters a lot: the enclosure. Even a simple one like this creates a sealed space where you can actually control smoke and fumes. And whether you're a beginner or just use the laser occasionally, laser safety still matters. And your shop won't smell like absolute garbage. And that's it. Thanks for watching.